he said.
From the ancient glory of the great Benin Kingdom to the vibrant culture that defines the Edo people today,
VOS TV proudly presents The Pride of Edo,
a captivating cultural and lifestyle documentary series celebrating the history, traditions, food, music, and achievements of great Edo people across the world.
Journey with us through royal traditions, colorful festivals, breathtaking tourist destinations, and inspiring stories of Edo sons and daughters making global impacts.
Each week brings powerful documentaries, studio conversations, youth spotlights, and moments that celebrate the true spirit of Edo heritage. Don't miss The Pride of Edo, premiering March 30th, 2026, exclusively on VOS TV. Celebrate the culture, honor the legacy, experience the pride of Edo.
Only on VOS TV.
Are you planning an event, launching a brand, or looking for powerful media visibility? Welcome to VOS TV. VOS Global Media Limited, your trusted media powerhouse in Benin City. Located at number 82, First Insecurity Road, we deliver top-class event coverage, live streaming, studio and outdoor photography, and professional videography that tells your story with clarity and creativity. Need sharp editing, catchy jingles, full program production? We've got you covered. From talk shows to entertainment, general news, advert placement, and even social media management, VOS TV gives your brand the spotlight it deserves. Clear visuals, professional sound, creative excellence. Call us today on 080-2254-7837 or 090-3710-3329. VOS TV, amplifying your voice to the world.
he said.
From the ancient glory of the great Benin Kingdom to the vibrant culture that defines the Edo people today,
VOS TV proudly presents The Pride of Edo,
a captivating cultural and lifestyle documentary series celebrating the history, traditions, food, music, and achievements of great Edo people across the world.
Journey with us through royal traditions, colorful festivals, breathtaking tourist destinations, and inspiring stories of Edo sons and daughters making global impacts.
Each week brings powerful documentaries, studio conversations, youth spotlights, and moments that celebrate the true spirit of Edo heritage. Don't miss The Pride of Edo, premiering March 30th, 2026, exclusively on VOS TV.
Celebrate the culture, honor the legacy, experience the pride of Edo. Only on VOS TV.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and good morning to you, and thank you for joining us on Dawn on VOS TV, a program where we take a look at issues that are making wave in the society and take a look at holistic analysis of these issues so that you have a picture of what led to all of these issues and a better understanding of them. Welcome on the program this morning. My name is Jude Aweke. Let's take a look at what's happening on national dailies, the stories that are made it to the top of national dailies, the front pages of national dailies this morning. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Good to know that you are still there with us on the program this morning, done on VOS TV. Let's take a look at issues that's making wave on the front pages of national dailies before we delve into the topic of discuss this morning. We begin with Vanguard newspaper, and the front page there, the first story there says, terrorists threatening to kill 32 abducted Kaduna villagers over 30 million naira ransom. That's a case of kidnapping there. It's quite unfortunate that there's a worsening rise in cases of insecurity in the country, and there's need for stakeholders, the governments and security agencies to up their game and nip it tight in the board. Moving on, Tinubu's UK visit spurs investment deals, job creation. That story is on page 8 of the Vanguard this morning. Still another story there. No judge has power to order lawyer to kneel in court, says the Nigerian Bar Association, the NBA. All right. And the screaming headline there on the Vanguard this morning: Maiduguri explosions, survivors recount ordeals, service chiefs relocates to Borno states. The story has several riders, and the first one there says, I heard a loud sound and my neck started bleeding. Victim recounts 23 dead, 108 injured in multiple suicide attacks, says Borno Police Command. Terrorists deploying multiple suicide bombers in Maiduguri, says the Nigerian Army. Tinubu condemns attack as security chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri at the Borno state capital. Northern governors domain condemn attack, call for urgent action. And another story there, as we can see, there is a picture there, and we can see the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu flanked by the First Lady Remi Tinubu and other officials, government officials, and they are in London for Tinubu's his official state visits to the UK. Another story there on the Vanguard this morning: Keyamo orders probe into Akure Airport intrusion. Eid al-Fitr, federal government declares tomorrow, Friday, public holidays. That's to commemorate the Islamic feast of Eid al-Fitr. All right, still talking of other stories on the Vanguard this morning: Middle East crisis, U.S. counter-terrorism director resigns over Iran war. The story has some riders. A rider, Iran's national security chief, Larijani, others die in Israeli attacks. All right, Israeli strikes there. 1.16 million students benefit from 206 billion naira NED funds loan. 2027 resigned by March 31. Tinubu orders appointees seeking elective offices. All right, those are some of the stories that are on the front page of the Vanguard this morning. There are other stories, so you can actually get a copy, either e-copy or hard copy, and catch a glimpse of them and even read them for yourself. All right, so let's move on to our next newspaper, and that's Punch. On the front page of Punch this morning, the Punch newspaper, pardon, I need to say the Tribune, not the Punch. All right, on the front page of the Tribune newspaper this morning, Judges have no power to order lawyers to kneel down in court. Yes, that story that was earlier on the Vanguard this morning, also on the Tribune. All right, says the NBA. Tinubu directs ministers, other political appointees who wants to contest in 2027 to resign by March 31. And the screaming headline on the Tribune this morning, outrage over killings in Maiduguri explosion. Police confirm 23 dead, 108 injured. Tinubu directs service chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri. Says country won't succumb to fear. African Democratic Congress, ADC, tells President Tinubu to return home. Northern governors call for urgent action to end terrorism in the country. Change your strategy. Article tells Tinubu cancel any planned trip to visit affected communities. All right, Obi, that's Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, speaking there. Give priorities to security, not 2027. Senator Udume is speaking there. All right, and still talking about other stories on the Tribune this morning. Eid al-Fitr, FG declares Thursday, Friday as public holiday. Court fines EFCC 500,000 naira for seeking multiple adjournments in a Emefiele trial. All right, and on health, cats may hold the key to treating human cancer, say scientists. Trump says UN does not need NATO support in Iran crisis. And also, ADC government to designate kidnapping, banditry, terrorism, says David Mark. All right, those are some of the stories that we have on the Tribune newspaper this morning. As you know, there are other stories, so you can get a copy for yourself too to see. So let's move on to our last and final newspaper, the Guardian newspaper. On the front page of the Guardian newspaper, the screaming headline says, electricity consumers worry as 16 states veto on decentralization. All right, further on decentralization. Moving on, 2027, Northern Group, Mark decry APC's stifling of opposition approach economic policies. Middle East, WFP warns 10.4 million risk hunger in West and Central Africa. FG earmarks 73.4 billion naira for TB drugs. Others as WHO urges more funding. And on sports, CAF strips Senegal of 2025 AFCON title, declares Morocco champions. Netfund disburses 206 billion naira to 1.16 million students in about 2 years. All right. Talking of other stories, still on the Guardian newspaper this morning, Borno explosions through one of fresh attacks in Northeast as casualty toll rises. That story is on page 11 of the Guardian this morning. Tinubu directs appointees seeking elective offices to resign by March 31. Southeast youths urge Tinubu to address rising cost of living. And also on the Guardian this morning, El-Rufai's use ICPC over alleged plots to make him politically irrelevant. All right, those are the stories on the Guardian this morning, so you can actually get a copy for yourself and see them. Yes. All right, so that is where we round off on the newspaper review segment of the program. Coming up next is the discussion segment. Don't go away. Stay tuned.
He said.
From the ancient glory of the great Benin Kingdom to the vibrant culture that defines the Edo people today.
VOS TV proudly presents The Pride of Edo,
a captivating cultural and lifestyle documentary series celebrating the history, traditions, food, music, and achievements of great Edo people across the world.
journey with us through royal traditions, colorful festivals, breathtaking tourist destinations, and inspiring stories of Edo sons and daughters making global impacts.
Each week brings powerful documentaries, studio conversation, youth spotlights, and moments that celebrate the true spirit of Edo heritage. Don't miss the Pride of Edo, premiering March 30th, 2026, exclusively on VOS TV. Celebrate the culture, honor the legacy, experience the pride of Edo.
Only on VOS TV.
Are you planning an event, launching a brand, or looking for powerful media visibility? Welcome to VOS TV. VOS Global Media Limited, your trusted media powerhouse in Benin City. Located at number 82, First Insecurity Road, we deliver top-class event coverage, live streaming, studio and outdoor photography, and professional videography that tells your story with clarity and creativity. Need sharp editing, catchy jingles, full program production? We've got you covered. From talk shows to entertainment, general news, advert placement, and even social media management, VOS TV gives your brand the spotlight it deserves. Clear visuals, professional sound, creative excellence. Call us today on 080-2254-7837 or 090-3710-3329. VOS TV, amplifying your voice to the world.
It's good to know that you're still there with us on the program this morning, done on VOS TV. A program where we take a look at issues that are making wave and we give you an analysis of these issues. And so on that ground, welcome to the discussion segment of the program. You know, 1989 was the last time a sitting head of state in Nigeria visited the UK on a state visit. About 40 decades down the line, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday arrived in the UK on a state visit hosted by King Charles III.
On your mandate, on your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate. Ah, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's what you did.
That's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu there in London shortly after arriving in London on his two-day state visit to the UK. You know, this visit is coming barely a day after, multiple explosions rock Maiduguri, killing about 12 persons and scores injured. So a lot of people are posing questions, is this visit actually necessary at a time of increased, insecurity, at a time of deepening and worsening spate of insecurity in the country? So we'll be taking a look at this on the program this month. A state visit by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu amid insecurity. We're joined here on the program by Comrade Roy Oriabo, a lobbyist and an activist in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Good morning, Comrade.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We've been having a wave of insecurity lately in the country, with pockets of, persons being maimed, communities being sacked, insurgents, taking a swipe in different communities. So this has called for concerns, and it is coming at a time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on a state visit. What do you make from all of this?
Well, the insecurity in Nigeria is an issue of concern to all of us. One would naturally expect by now that their potency and power will be subsiding, but they keep on consolidating. That is the fear all of us have. It appears the more Nigerian government is making an effort to see how it can reduce their potency, the more we see them how potent, they come in are very strong. They keep on announcing themselves in a way that makes some of us, our hearts will be pounding. And it's an issue of concern. To some of us, the visit of a brother Ahmed Tinubu, the incumbent president of Nigeria, to United Kingdom, I think he did not just see this visit as a mere sightseeing. He should not use it as a mere sightseeing, but it's an opportunity to discuss and table issue of interest before the colonial master. You recall that the United Kingdom was also our colonial master, Exactly. They see us as their children. Let me use our political children, let me say that, and adopted children. Therefore, President Tinubu must be able to table issues that affect us, Over the years, we have not been able to have government who discuss, who evaluate on issues based on diplomatic relationship. We have not been able to do that over the years, Now the president visits. Some persons are saying, well, president in that Benin issue not supposed to even go to UK. He's supposed to truncate this movement.
Yes.
He's supposed to visit those in Borno to ascertain what happened. To some of us, well, it is better because if you recall, this visit have already been there for over, I'll be aware of this visit for over 3 months. Preparations are there. Many things have been put together so that to make sure this visit will be successful. This is not the first time insecurity is no longer new to Nigeria. Issue of bombing, terrorism, banditry is no longer new to us.
Shall we continue in this, that grace may abound?
No, the scriptures say God forbid. The sort of that. What are we going to do? I am one of those who believe that the Nigerian government is gradually being overwhelmed by this act of terrorism. I believe because by now we have not changed our approach. When you continue to do things the same way and expect different results, we were told it's a madman that does that. To some of us, the Nigerian government needs to change their approach. Our approach we have been using is not giving results. Our approach have not been yielding. Our approach have not been something that is convincing in terms of giving us positive results on how we are fighting the terrorism. Therefore, the Nigerian government have a duty to, as a matter of concern, as a matter of leadership, to say, no, we can't continue with this approach. This approach has failed us woefully. We need to take it to the next level. The next level is that now you are the president of the United Kingdom. Have a robust discussion with our colonial master, telling them that, of a truth, this is not time to call an orange an apple. This is a time to show serious commitment and be very honest when you are discussing with the colonial masters. Well, you must let them know that insurgency, terrorism, kidnapping, they are not giving up in this part of the world. Rather, they are consolidating. You must demand, and be very specific, demand for their intervention if possible. Demand for their concern. Because it's no longer easy with us in this part of the world. The Nigerian government must let this insecurity be one of the issues, the cardinal issue you are going to be discussing there. As far as I'm concerned, the issue of Nigerian government, under our leadership going to United Kingdom, all the issues that need to be discussed, there have to be 3 issues. 1, security. Secondly, security. Thirdly, security. So that when you emphasize it, they will know of the truth that we are gradually be overwhelmed.
You know, where have we gotten it wrong over the years? Because this has been a cancerous problem that has bedeviled us, still bedeviling us for decades. Where have we gotten it wrong? That day and night, it's either suicide bombing, or terrorist attacks, or banditry, or kidnapping, name it.
Yeah, we got it
Kidnapping
wrong.
is even at its peak at the moment.
We got it wrong at a very foundation level. You know, you recall that the death and the subsequent killing of the founder of Boko Haram. I think his name is Yusuf. You know, if you recall that when he was arrested, some persons opined that this man supposed to be interrogated, don't kill him in a hurry. The Nigerian government, their own wisdom, they took his life. And since then, neither the Boko Haram nor Nigerian government have able to enjoy peace. Peace have since eluded us as a people. That was a fundamental error and a mistake that we committed. And that is still haunting us today. And secondly, we have not been able to demonstrate and showcase our level of transparency in our dealings.
In the fight.
In the fight against terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and what have you. All that its social vice have been confronting us. We have not shown that potency in terms of credibility. That have been seriously been lacking. Thirdly, we have played that role of entertaining because there is high level of division within us in terms of religion. You know, once religion is mentioned, people will say, no, don't go there. The Nigerian government have not been able to sanitize the religious atmosphere. And that is the reason why you keep on seeing what you are saying. Until we have a leader, until we have a sincere leadership in Nigeria, we will now say, yes, religion don't need, Nigeria is a secular state. We have not been able to demonstrate that Nigeria is a secular state. These are some of the issues. We still believe that some are this, some are that, until we agree and downplay all manner of religion. We will not be able to make progress.
All right. Now, let's say part of the visits, part of the reason for the visits is the need to strengthen bilateral ties in terms of defense so that we actually address the tide of insecurity. So do you think diplomatic tie would be enough to address the problem we are facing at the moment?
Of course.
Is it necessary? Is it a fight that we can actually fight independently?
No, we can no longer fight it independently. Let us not deceive ourselves. This is a part of sincerity of purpose I'm talking about. This is a part of the credibility issue I'm talking about, that we must be sincere. As of today, Nigerian government and Nigerian people cannot confront the terrorism, the banditry. Let us not deceive ourselves. Therefore, the president must see it in his presentation, submission before the colonial master. He must let them know that within our reach we have tried, but our effort is not good enough. Then you table the issue. Let there be a diplomatic relationship that can unravel what have bedeviled us in terms of this insecurity. While the Nigerian government must be sincere at this material time to tell the United Kingdom that we need your support in logistics. In logistics. Even in training of our men, we need their support. In the military hardwares, we need their support. Both the hardwares and the softwares, we need their support. Let us not pretend, if possible, in terms of resources, we need their support. As of today, Nigeria does not have the capacity. They don't have the intelligence. They don't have the sophistication to confront the terrorism. Therefore, why are we pretending? It's a reminiscence of a woman who put to bed at the market square.
Nigerians should be optimistic that these visits will be fruitful and will put an end to the insecurity that we are facing at the moment.
The optimism should be based on the presentation of our president before the United Kingdom. If you don't tell the United Kingdom, if you don't tell the colonial master that these are the problems we are facing, they will not be able to provide solution for you. Even when you are communicating with God, You still tell God, that's why God is omnipotent and omnipresent. You still tell God that, oh God, this is my problem. We cannot be swimming in the ocean of assumption that the United Kingdom already aware of our problem. No, we must be very drastic in our approach in terms of our presentation before them. Let us not assume. In our elementary class, we are told that assumption is the least level of intelligence. Therefore, let us not build on that. Present your matter so that from there we can have solution. Let them come if possible. They should support us with military hardware. We should not run away about that. Intelligence gathering, we are very backward it is. We have not been able to be sophisticated in terms of intelligence gathering. And that is why we are failing. Let them know. In terms of even manpower, in terms of training of our manpower, who told you that the United Kingdom cannot provide help at that regard? These are the issues we should be talking about. They are well advanced in terms of technology. Nigeria is just a consuming nation. We don't have the capacity to produce. We are consuming software. We are consuming their software and their hardware. There is something we are producing. Therefore, when you are discussing, this is not even going to be an elder-brother relationship. This is going to be a father and son relationship, as far as I'm concerned. If we must get it right, the Nigerian president must be talking to United Kingdom leadership as a father, while we are the children, one of the sons, if possible. It's on there, you know, the relationship between a father and son relationship is different from elder-brother relationship. The father is more concerned about the life and the future of the children compared to elder-brother. Where siblings are in conscious competition, the father is always there. This is the point I believe the Nigerian government should take it from.
You know, this is not the first time we've been having security, diplomacy with other countries to nip the tide of insecurity in the country. So why do you think Nigerians should be optimistic that the outcome from this one will be different from every other one we've had in time past? None of the ones we've, collaborated with foreign bodies had yielded fruitful results, because all we still see is rising insecurity, cases of rising insecurity. So why should we be optimistic that this very visit by the president to London will yield positive results?
You are making me to feel. I believe that this your question is not an ambush on me. You are making me to feel that I'm a media spokesperson to the government in power. Yeah. No, but my concern is that the people of Nigeria don't need to give up. We must be very positive. We must be very optimistic. And that's the reason why I told you in that issue, and those who are watching us, that one, we must change our approach. Maybe in our bilateral dealing and diplomatic relationship we have had over the years, we have not been truthful. We have not been sincere. And that's the reason why I keep on saying that we need to change our approach. If by now the president gets to United Kingdom, it's already there now, and he's telling the leadership there that there is no need for we to hide our feeling. We can no longer pretend. Let a hungry man say, I'm hungry. It's not because of the side of his stomach. The United Kingdom, this is where we are. Even as I'm with you now, you can see that our country is under attack. What can you do for us? These are what we need from you. And if you provide this logistics for us, it will serve as a partner. Say, you keep on telling them, let them know. Don't be telling you go there and be massaging their egos or telling them what is wrong. Any issues, they have more information more than us in terms of intelligence gathering. You agree with them because they are sophisticated in that regard.
Yes.
Once they present anything before you, you are convinced. This is not time to sugarcoat any decision. This is not time to second guess. This is the time for you to open up. As I said, a pregnant woman who is not willing to open up to the gynecologist is not ready.
Yes, but as an activist, I want to know from your point of view, why do you think previous, collaborations
they don't use result?
Yes, has failed.
It failed because we were not sincere.
Okay.
I said we were not sincere because we got there when they tell us the US said. Let me just remind you now, the US said that Christians are being attacked in Nigeria. That is unacceptable. I expect the Nigerian government to take responsibility. No, they did not take responsibility. Now that they were dilly-dally. They were telling the world, no, nothing like that. They were even mobilizing some Christians, prominent bishops, to even come out on air. You know, all this is they are unnecessary. But what matters is that if the Nigerian government have taken responsibility, you will see the US government will be more interested. Now the president is in United Kingdom now. What's the rest issue you know? Whether Christian life or a Muslim life or any life, a life is a life that must be taken very serious. Once they give you any information, abide with it. Don't argue with them. So these are the information within our disposal. We are telling you this is what is happening. Just say yes, sir. And when you say yes, they will be willing to want to open up. Do you know we are told in this country there are some information that the US security share with us? Before you knew it, it was in the hands of the terrorists. There's no society, no country will want to further share more information with you. Therefore, if we change our approach, once we change our approach, the narrative will change. We'll get more results. The Nigerian government, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, be very sincere in your approach to United Kingdom. That will give a sense of belonging to all Nigerians. Because while you are telling them the truth, they will not know how to intervene. But if you are telling your daughter, if you know you have a headache and you are telling your daughter you have issue with your leg, you are deceiving yourself. We don't want to see that kind of scenario.
So governance failure mostly account for the failure of past partnerships.
Of course, we have been using the same method and approach in this war, in this struggle. This is the time for we to change. Once we change the approach, we'll get results. That's my concern about it. In changing the approach, we must take responsibility for our irresponsibility. We must accept that we don't have the capacity to confront the terrorism. We must also accept that we lack the resources and the logistics to confront. By the time you are telling somebody the truth, he will be willing to assist you. Not you are joining issue with a society and organization is willing and prepared to give you a helping hand. If you consider to yourself, you are not telling yourself the truth. That is the first form of deceit in any human life. There is no miracle that can happen, man, who is deceiving himself. If you don't have the capacity, confess by way of confession. Very direct. United Kingdom, we don't have the capacity. We have tried within our native intelligence. We have not been able. We have tried within our reach. We have not been able. I'm here to tell you as a father, this is our problem. Help us. We are diplomatically speaking to them with truth. They will be willing.
So let's say more of the gains. What specific gains should we expect from, the visits in terms of security before we take a look at economy? Because as part of the visit is also economic and other areas.
As I said, I will continue to learn Nigerian law. I am not a part of this government. I am not even a member of their party. But I just want Nigeria to work. And that's the reason why I'm giving hope to Nigerians who are watching this program across the globe. One, if we tell them the truth, it tells us that we don't have what it takes. We don't have the manpower. We don't have the resources. We don't have the military hardwares. We don't have the military softwares. We don't have the sophistication of it in terms of information, intelligence gathering. You tell them, okay, we can provide A or B for you. If we are demanding for 10, they can give us 5, 6. We are good. We have a deal. Then that will also change our approach. And also the narrative will also change. That is the point I'm looking at. If we have the military hardware to confront these men, just for example, look at what just happened in Maduguru now, Benue State. If as a society we are aware, we have that intelligence is already before us, that something like this will happen, then the Nigerian government, the security will be able to be proactive than reactive. You see us in this one, we are always reacting. You see after the incident, they will cut down the area, we start running from pillar to pole. That can never be a solution. What will be a solution is that we are aware of it. Once we get the information, we go there and prevent it. That is proactiveness. And that is what makes society to work. Not reactionary measure can never be a solution. And it have never been a solution. Therefore, Nigeria must be very hopeful. Let us not give up. My beloved father once told me, no matter the situation I find myself, we must not give up. And I'm telling Nigerians not to give up. Now, if the president, as is in the United Kingdom today, if he can tell the leadership there, this is the issue we are facing. I am humble. I am convinced that those men, the leadership there, they will give us solution.
How long shall we continue to keep hope alive?
Without hope, there is no life. Life is only worth living when you have hope. When there is no hope, you are mad. That we are mad, and I don't pray anybody should embrace us. Hope is the only thing. The reason why you are here today is hope. The reason why I'm here today is hope. Hope is that human ingredient that keeps us moving. Let us not give it away. Let us not give up on it.
Turning back the hand of the clock to the presidential electioneering campaign days of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his running mate, now Vice President Kashim Shettima, vowed that he would lead in the forefront in the battlefield, in theater of war, in theater of operations, in an effort to rid the nation of insecurity, especially the north that is being plagued.
No,
but what we have today is different from the promise.
No, that was a political talk. You know, in Nigeria, there's what we call political statement. As at the time you mentioned, they were campaigning. And when you are campaigning, you are bound to make some promises you know you cannot even fulfill. It's not only from me. The president also told us, no matter how, if by 4 years I cannot stabilize Nigeria light, don't vote for me. The records are there. We have seen it over and over. Is it only from the vice president? These are political talk you don't need to take it serious. They themselves who are even telling you that they are not even taking it serious. What kind of advice, what kind of disposition in terms of critical thinking the vice president will be able to put to the table? If you take statistics, go and check statistics, the numbers of persons that have been killed as a result of terrorism compared to what we have and compared to when he is the vice president, you will agree with me that his failure will be highly abysmal. On the strength of that, why are you taking those statements serious? There is no accountable in this part of the world. People don't take people by their words in this part of the world. In this part of the world, the truth is on holidays. Accountability has since been jettisoned. There are no persons. There are no consequence for actions. Nigeria people are now making themselves to be a demigod. I just heard you just when you were the newspaper review that the judge was telling a lawyer to go on his knee in an open court. That will tell you how we have degenerated to other people. And that judge is there, nothing will happen. We only hear from the NBA, they will condemn. They will condemn. Is that not the same action? When the vice president was telling us that I will be the one to confront this, it was just a statement we want to hear. Have anybody, as a journalist, have you been able to say, let me even ask this vice president, what are you putting to the table? We did not ask questions. The journalists supposed to ask questions. They were all sleeping, as I did with due respect to your profession. They did not ask. What are you not telling me? You are holding a man who is telling you, what promises have we not heard from politicians? Is there any, mention anything politicians have fulfilled in their entire life? Anything that will be good for the masses, Nigerian politicians will never fulfill it. But once it is for their favor, they will do it. The subsidy was for the favor of Nigerians. When they came, you can see the way and manner they already remove it, so that they have more money.
So Nigerian politicians,
they are strangers. Nigerian politicians are strangers to principle of truth.
They are deceptive.
Very, very. With due respect to those who find themselves there. Because there is no accountability mechanism to question their potency. You just remind me now what the vice president said. And I also told you what the president said. At the end of the day, what are you seeing? I watch it very just on the social media, if it is true, that a serving House of Rep member is invoking the gods against anybody or group of persons who want to contest against him in an election. It's as bad as that. In this stage, you are a journalist, you have this information more than I do. Then is that the kind of people you want to take very serious? They see politics as a game. I've told you, a society that sees politics as a game will not invest on the people. Because politics is more than a game. It's more than a game. How do you reduce politics to Baba Ijebu? And you expect to make a fortune, the people will make a fortune out of it? The answer is no. We must have that mechanism to ask the questions. There must be consequence for actions. In Nigeria, there are no consequence for actions. Politician can tell you anything, you go and sleep. We saw it, it was in Imo State, where a governor was telling them that after this election, I will take like 5 persons, 5,000 youths, I will take them to Europe to go and learn this. And at the end of the day, he did 4 years. He did not do anything in that regard, and nobody was able to question. Mention anything Nigeria, any promise that have been given to us by Nigerian politicians was the one that the people will benefit that they will do. In 21st century, we are still talking on how to grade roads. We are talking on how to construct roads. That is what we are still discussing. When people are already going on, they are going on vacation on the moon.
What should the people do at this moment?
Nigerian people are helpless, including me. We are helpless. What can we do? Because now the power does not even, the kind of democracy we practice in Nigeria clearly shows that the power does not belong to the people. You will expect the president to be looking for the people, but he's looking for governors. What does that show to you? Is that the power belongs to some persons, not to the people. If it is for the people, you will listen. Now, the situation across the globe clearly shows that with the war in the Middle East, the Iran war between the US, there is economic crisis. Most of the serious nations and countries, you can see the kind of palliative they are giving to their people. As of today, do we have anything to show you? I just bought fuel over 1,003. Huh? Is there any mechanism that will reduce that pain? Or the Nigerian government think cannot lie? The answer is no. Are the people, have they been able to mobilize themselves and come out and demand for what's supposed to be? The answer is no. But you can see them in any political gathering, they are mobilizing themselves. The politicians can mobilize it. They are there, singing their songs. Then somebody will be telling you, "Dude, go where you to know Yawa, you are good to go." These are some of the songs we are hearing. These are persons, naturally, they don't have anything to offer of the people. But the people are overwhelmed.
Imagine the visit, the president's visit. I heard the people there singing, "On your mandate, we shall stand."
Of course. Of course.
Nigerians in the UK.
Basically,
whereas we have the national anthem.
Basically, you cannot even be talking about Nigeria in the UK. I don't want to subscribe to them. You can mobilize anybody from anywhere to go and sing on your mandate.
Oh, they were mobilized.
No, I said they can. They have the resources to mobilize anybody to come out. In the UK, how many people are doing? What kind of job are they doing? If you are being assured that you will get £100 a day, will you not go and stay on it? Do you know how to get £100 a day in the UK? And you are being assured that, why will you not go on the road and start singing on your mandate with son? Even when he's collapsing on the mandate, is he telling you that it's on the mandate, it's not? Is that the society we find ourselves?
All right. You know, there are other aspects of the visit apart from security. So let's quickly touch on the economy. Do you think the visit will be able to, address the numerous economic challenges Nigeria is facing today? How would this visit help to address the economic plight of Nigerians?
No, I personally, I don't believe that this visit has anything to do with economy.
It's part of it.
Okay, if it is part of it, one, I don't see it to be very, very resourceful. I don't see it to be solution oriented to our economic problem. Because the kind of economic problem we have now are problems that have been localized with us. Do you need the United Kingdom to come and give us palliative to withstand the present crisis? The answer is no. It's the Nigerian government that's supposed to take another line. Do you need the UK government to come and address the issue of frustration and deprivation in Nigeria? The answer is no. Therefore, what kind of economic ties are we not going to be drawing with the United Kingdom? We are still operating a society where there is no light. Is it the United Kingdom that we're supposed to be? There is no economy in the world that is doing well, that is being powered by generator. A generator economy will not take you to anywhere. I'm in the studio now. I'm sweating as if I'm in the farm. Even when I'm in my farm, I don't sweat like this. Why? Because we don't have a stable power supply. And how do you expect that kind of economy to move? These are things we are supposed to do. Nigeria, we have the natural wind in Nigeria. Let's win as well. The oceans are there. The rivers are there. We can use this. We can use it to power our life. We are not doing that. The turbines, we are not doing that. These are things we can do. Even the Europe you are talking about, they have all these segmented farms that serve as a source of light. In 21st century, you don't need to have one bogus place you can just be doing it. Then people will have it. Go and check. If you finish, you go it and see what people are doing. The Nigerian government, the president going to the United Kingdom in terms of economic benefit, I can conveniently tell you there is not going to be economic benefit. There will not be economic benefit to those who are in the entourage of the president, because they will be giving some largesse by way of circles. Therefore, to you and I here, there is no economic benefit. That is the truth.
All right, thank you very much, Comrade Reabo, for your inputs on the program this morning. It's good we are having you on the program. As President Bola Ahmed Tinubu strengthens bilateral ties with the UK, it is expected that they will ensure that the visit is not only on paper but productive. Should be productive. Just before we go, stay tuned as we take business segments of the program. Don't go away.
From the ancient glory of the Great Benin Kingdom to the vibrant culture that defines the Edo people today,
VOS TV proudly presents The Pride of Edo,
a captivating cultural and lifestyle documentary series celebrating the history, traditions, food, music, and achievements of great Edo people across the world.
Journey with us through royal traditions, colorful festivals, breathtaking tourist destinations, and inspiring stories of Edo sons and daughters making global impacts.
Each week brings powerful documentaries, studio conversations, youth spotlights, and moments that celebrate the true spirit of Edo heritage. Don't miss The Pride of Edo, premiering March 30th, 2026, exclusively on VOS TV.
Celebrate the culture, honor the legacy, experience the pride of Edo. Only on VOS TV.
Media Limited, your trust of visibility. Are you planning an event, launching a brand, or looking for powerful media visibility? Welcome to VOS TV. VOS, Global Media Limited, your trusted media powerhouse in Benin City. Located at number 82, First Isekulu Road, we deliver top-class event coverage, live streaming, studio, and outdoor photography, and professional videography that tells your story with clarity and creativity. Need sharp editing, catchy jingles, full program production? We've got you covered. From talk shows to entertainment, general news, advert placement, and even social media management, VOS TV gives your brand the spotlight it deserves. Clear visuals, professional sound, creative excellence. Call us today on 080-2254-7837 or 090-3710-3329. VOS TV, amplifying your voice to the world. Are you planning an event, launching a brand?
Welcome to entertainment segments. I am Christabel Brown. First, the headlines. TikTok streamer Pella under fire over his visit to Benin Palace. Burna Boy records highest African earning in a show. Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti calls for criminalization of pastors performing fake miracles. Now the news in details. The Benin Traditional Council on Tuesday said that the queen who allowed streamer Habib Adelaja, popularly called Pella, to gain unauthorized access into the palace faces possible removal from the palace. This was contained in a statement signed by the Secretary of the Benin Traditional Council, Frank Irabo, and made available to journalists. Pella, who is currently on a nationwide tour, visited the Oba of Benin Palace on March 6th, where he was received by some officials of the palace. According to the statement, the council viewed the visit as a serious breach of protocol and a discrement of sacred zone of the palace. Irabo said the council has conducted a preliminary investigation into the circumstances that allowed unauthorized access, stressing that one of the queen would face possible eviction from the palace for the incidents. Still on Pella, a Lagos-based woman, Osarobo Odige, has instituted legal action against popular TikTok streamer Habib Hamzat, popularly known as Pella, over alleged defamation, cyber harassment, and invasion of privacy. In a pre-action letter dated March 10th, the candidate's lawyer accused the influencer of making defamatory remarks against their client and publishing a video of her online without consent. According to the letter, the incident occurred in the early hours of January 6, 2020, has set a new record as the first African artist to generate the highest revenue from a single concert. According to touring data, a global tour monitoring platform on X, it's officially the highest grossing tour by an African artist in Oceania's history, with $3.1 million from 31,000 tickets sold across 4 shows. He achieved this milestone during the Cindy stop at his tour at Quartz Bank Arena in Australia, generating $1.117 million in revenue from a single show. The No Sign of Weakness tour spanned 20 shows across 3 continents, including North Africa, Europe, and Oceania. During the Oceania's leg, 4 shows in Australia sold approximately 30,964 tickets, producing a total of $3.1 million in revenue. Burna Boy's global tours have now become some of the highest earning tours by African artists worldwide. In another development, controversial Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti has sparked widespread debate online with a viral live video in which he called on the Nigerian. In the recording, they advocated for a law that should ensure that no one is allowed to perform miracle, and anyone caught claiming to perform a miracle should be sent to jail. He stressed that pastors must demonstrate their claims, stressing those who claim to be true miracle workers should perform their miracles at Lagos Teaching Hospital. The morning show continues.
Thank you very much, Christabel Brown, for updating us on what is trending on the entertainment world. All right, just before we end the program this morning, let's quickly appreciate those who joined us on the program live. From here, Elliot Obaze, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning. Okay, we can see you here, Paul Odiahi. Okay, He's saying that he's asking how many times do this chief of staff relocate to Maiduguri? We are always reactive instead of being proactive. Those who are doing these actions are already off to another location. We keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same results. Quite a shame. Well, it's quite unfortunate. We expect that this will be their final relocation to Maiduguri to curb the tide of insecurity that is plaguing the area there. Thank you very much, Paul Odiahi, for joining us on the program. Okay, Jubri, Father Lilia, thank you. We also appreciate you for joining us on the program. He's saying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have cancelled his trip to the UK if we truly lived in a country that values its people. Thank you, Jubri. We also see you, colleagues, Joe. Thank you for joining us, Austin Ayeni. Let me quickly run through due to time constraints. Jojo, thank you. Privako, thank you. Ibrahim Obazi, thank you for joining us. And Joshua Orji.
From the ancient glory of the Great Benin Kingdom to the vibrant culture that defines the Edo people today.
VOS TV proudly presents The Pride of Edo,
a captivating cultural and lifestyle documentary series celebrating the history, traditions, food, music, and achievements of great Edo people across the world.
Journey with us through royal traditions, colorful festivals, breathtaking tourist destinations, and inspiring stories of Edo sons and daughters making global impacts.
Each week brings powerful documentaries, studio conversations, youth spotlights, and moments that celebrate the true spirit of Edo heritage. Don't miss The Pride of Edo, premiering March 30th, 2020.